believe. I'm taking my time. I don't really know what we're going to do, but right now I'm happy with being on this side, helping fighters.
You're opening the door right here. You know this is going to make news by opening this door.
Yes.
So let's talk about potential, since the door is now, or the window is cracked here a little bit. Who has taken over as the best pound-for-pound fighter in your estimation?
Roman Gonzalez. Chocolatito. Roman Gonzalez. Unbelievable. Good puncher, good boxer. A very good fighter.
Now, all these guys are calling you out. Let's start with Triple G. After the fight, he says, Floyd.
So, I mean, I think that pretty much says it all. The man himself, the now retired former pound-for-pound king himself, spelled out who he thought the current pound-for-pound king was, who he thought the heir to the throne is, who he thought he passed the torch off to. I mean, I've been trying to tell you guys, I've been trying to tell everybody for years now about Gonzalez. And Floyd actually has too. Before Roman Gonzalez ever stepped foot on HBO's airwaves, before he ever fought Edgar Sosa, Floyd Mayweather was big up in Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. You know, this is back when Gonzalez was still fighting to get on the airwaves on HBO. Floyd Mayweather actually started giving him his props, you know, very publicly and openly, saying that he was a damn good fighter. And I mean, shit, who knows? He may have wound up being the American promoter for him before HBO and K2 Promotions managed to swoop in and you know, basically take that position. But in spite of the fact that Floyd Mayweather doesn't even have any ties to him, he said it himself that Gonzalez is the #1 pound for pound. That, you know, he left the door cracked to the big boy mansion, and Gonzalez is chilling right now in the big boy mansion, so to speak, figuratively speaking. But I mean, if you can't take the word of one of the top fighters of all time seriously, then I don't know how you could take yourself seriously. Matter of fact, I don't know how anybody could take you seriously if you're just gonna act like what he said doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, plenty of fighters have different opinions on different things, but when it comes to big up in a fighter as opposed to, you know, trying to downplay what a fighter does. I mean, I expect fighters just in general to kind of downplay what other fighters do because they're fighters. Because, you know, they're ultimately going to be compared to some of these guys. So, when Larry Holmes says that Rocky Marciano couldn't carry his jockstrap, that he wasn't shit, you know, that's understandable. That's expected because Larry Holmes gets compared to Rocky Marciano. So, of course, as a fighter, he's going to be like, nah, fuck that. I'm better than Rocky Marciano. But when it comes to just being honest, truthful, giving props, and, you know, taking your ego out of the equation, and saying, like, even if you want to say that you're the best, if Floyd Mayweather wanted to say, well, look, I feel like I'm the best fighter of all time, which he does. He says that he's TBE. He can also set that aside from, who do I consider the best outside of myself? Of all time, of the current time, of whatever time. He spelled it out in plain language. Plain and simple English. That's pretty much all there is to it. And he even described exactly the reason why. There it is.